Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. Something new from Off-Grid Knives. I'm gonna guess it's called the Polaris XL because that's what it says on the box. I have absolutely no idea what this knife is. I'm gonna guess it's pretty big. The boxes are fairly heavy. So, always interesting to check out stuff from Off-Grid Knives. They've only ever sent stuff that I think is cool. Anywhere from, just fine to actually incredibly cool, depending on the model. So if you've never heard of Off-Grid Knives, please check them out. I will link them down in the description. It does help my channel. When you use those links, that's entirely up to you. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me, and make sure your notifications are turned on for the Metal Complex YouTube channel. What do we have here? Oh, it is in fact a large fellow. Yes, a meaty boy. Yes. Wow. Wow. Okay, this is cool. I don't know if it's all DLC or just the, the blade here. We have some nice, looks like a marble carbon fiber scale on one side. Don't know who the OEM is. I know they have a Taiwanese OEM, and they also have a Chinese OEM. It depends on the model. So this is just the unboxing. We'll get those details for the final review, or you can just go to their website. I'm sure it says. Very cool. So this appears to be, oh, this is Vanax. Oh boy. Oh, wait. I wonder, is this the one that was done with Kunwu, maybe? Okay, I don't know that is 100% for certain, but it is possible that the OEM on this guy is actually Kunwu. The action is really nice there. You can also do the reverse flick. I am a huge fan of Vanax, absolutely. I think that's awesome. DLC coating it is unnecessary, but it does add, in terms of corrosion resistance, it does add a lot of additional scratch resistance, which is super cool. This is huge. The overall length is 9.5 inches, and then blade length is 4.25. We'll do some more here, like in terms of like weight and stuff like that. I want to actually open up these other variations and see what else we have in here. Oh my goodness, we have a flashy boy. This looks very much like the material that was recently, I'm just guessing, just based on another model that Kunwu has advertised here recently, utilizing this material. This is a very good looking combination of this, I don't know if we want to call it like lava flow or magma flow. It's kind of a red dyed carbon fiber with this bronze accent in the pivot. Very, very cool. And then once again, we have DLC coated magna cut. I'm a huge fan of this model. It's not a profile that I've never seen before, right? That's kind of hard to do nowadays, honestly. But I do like big titanium flippers. I've always enjoyed big, titanium flipper knives, and having these in DLC LMAX is just really, really cool. I guess this is more of a dyed shred carbon fiber, maybe? I don't know. Really like the look though, especially that bronze accent on the pivot. And then what do we have for the final variation? Will it be in like blue or green or yellow maybe? Oh yeah, oh, okay. Might actually be my favorite here. Yeah, we have like the gold flake carbon fiber there with the DLC magna cut. I'm just really leaning towards the idea that Kunwu did the OEM work for these knives, which I think is awesome. Kunwu, obviously, I had them design and make my knife. I designed it. I had them alter some things that we had to have altered internally, but I chose them because they're a ridiculously high-quality OEM, and were able to do what I wanted to do and get the price down where I wanted to get it. So I can't, obviously I would never, I can completely and totally understand why anybody would want to use them. And the end result here is awesome. This is a big 9.5-inch DLC Vanax knife with honestly really good ergonomic lines here. The chamfering is nice. These are flat, they're not contoured, but it's really comfortable. No edge is extra sharp or anything like that. The jimping carries out all the way out to this line here where, I don't know if we want to call this like a big clip point, something like that. Really cool. Let me know which one you guys think is the coolest. These are solid. No. I'm wrong. There is a little bit of milling internally for weight reduction. Let's see if we can see it in there on this right side. Not on the other side, though. So, no double clutch, not even close. Where is your stop pin? It's behind the flipper tab, so we don't have to worry about where it contacts underneath here. You take a look at that plunge grind there. Looks not insanely thick. I bet that's about 140 or so thousandths behind the edge. Let's weigh it. Just curious of the weight here. And then we'll do a few size comparisons. Weight on this guy coming in at 6.6 ounces. A hefty boy. That's about what I thought, though. Yep. And all of them 6.6 ounces. Not terrible considering the size and the beefiness. The other thing that's nice about having Kunwu as your OEM for, like when you're utilizing Vanax is you can guarantee that they're going to hit that premium or basically that super optimized zone, 60 to 61 HRC on Vanax. Vanax is one of my favorite steels. That's why I chose it on our first run of my knife, because of the excellent, basically just the incredibly well-balanced nature of it. It is, as I've said many times, if you don't know, Vanax, about hiccuped there, Vanax is extremely similar to MagnaCut. There's just a little bit of variation in terms of corrosion resistance. Vanax has, the slight edge. MagnaCut is slightly tougher than Vanax. And Vanax has better edge retention, I think it's slightly better edge retention than MagnaCut until MagnaCut reaches 63 to 64 HRC. And then I think those kind of flip-flop. But we're all there, right there in the same territory. And I've always really, really enjoyed Vanax. Actually learned a lot about how much they were similar after MagnaCut came out. But for the same reasons that MagnaCut is a great choice, I've always loved Vanax. Mainly for me, honestly, the biggest deal with steels like Vanax and MagnaCut is, as somebody who really, really enjoys a premium composition, listen to me, if you guys didn't know, I've always been open about this. My job before I did this, I did radio sales for a little bit, but I sold cars. I was a car salesman for a long time. Gasp! I've been bamboozled! No, I really enjoyed being a car salesman, but I remember, I think it's really easy to come to the conclusion that anybody who would seek to be a car salesman is somebody who would seek to deceive people. And this is a common misconception, but an understandable misconception, because there are a lot of, just like there are a lot of bad people who work for any company, right, or work at any job. There's a lot of scenarios where people walk away from a dealership feeling like they were, taken advantage of. It's, it's a problem with the salesman. Their job there is to, hold on to the maximum markup so that their commission is as high as possible. But sometimes, for me, it came down to moving cars by volume. Looking for cars that had been on the lot for a really long time. I promise I'm going somewhere with this. Cars that have been on the lot for a really long time, and so they had been given sort of a bounty, an additional commission that was paid out by the dealership itself and not pulled out of the markup and paid for by the customer who picks up the car. But in certain situations, I would get really excited about explaining certain details. Like if I knew that somebody was interested in a particular vehicle that I also liked for whatever reason, I would get really excited about little teeny tiny details that I legitimately did love about that car in that case, and knew exactly how to demonstrate exactly what it was that I thought was so great. And this is the same sort of thing that I bring to knives. If I'm not interested or I don't like it, and truth be told, even if I can make a commission on it, you guys have watched me multiple, for years and years and years now, even when I can make additional affiliate commissions on things just by saying, yeah, it's great, thumbs up, you should buy it. I don't do that. Never. The only time that I'll get excited is when I am legitimately excited. So rounding it back to knives in general and Vanax, my personal thing, I told this big, totally unnecessary story for very, very, for very little purpose. But ultimately what I'm trying to say is, yeah, I did used to sell cars. Don't, like if you're new, don't let that concern you. I've always had a very specific mentality on that. And I kept a lot of repeat customers for exactly that reason. Not that I was the ultimate car salesman, far from it. But it's easy to get excited about things that you legitimately love. And the reason, honestly, the reason that I love Vanax and steels like MagnaCut so much is because they are insanely easy to enjoy as somebody who is a crazy collector enthusiast, yes, but when it comes to using knives, a casual user and a casual enjoyer, a casual sharpener, right? I don't feel like I need expert skills to maintain these. I don't even need to really care if they get food juice on them because Vanax is so absurdly stainless. It is, absolutely, it's comfortably within the tier of ultra premium steel, exotic steel, whatever you want to call that, right? People have their different words and whatever. It's comfortably in that tier. So you can enjoy it as somebody who enjoys premium knives, right? At the same time, if you're a professional over the top, you've got like a very specific, you need to use, you need to pick your steels and your knives for a specific purpose, like a professional purpose, right? Vanax and MagnaCut, other steels like that can serve in particular professional and specific purposes, and that's great. But they can also be completely and totally enjoyed by casual people who don't really have an enormous amount of sharpening experience and don't want to have to constantly pay attention to what they're cutting and how often they're maintaining it. Massive, massive, massive corrosion resistance and, not hardness or a composition where the end result is you having to sit there and grind on them with diamonds. I mean, I still would use diamond stones. You don't have to sit there and grind on them with diamond stones and worry, am I going to chip this, right? It's not like S110V or something like that. This is the reason why I prefer steels like this. I can use them comfortably in essentially any setting. Obviously, geometry plays a huge role there. I can use them comfortably in any setting and not have to worry about it too much, not have to baby them. The fact that they're DLC coated makes it that much better because you don't even really have to worry about it getting scratched up. That's legitimately why I like this stuff. But I don't know why I chose this episode to talk about this. I probably lost 90% of people within the first 3 minutes, but that's okay. I just enjoy talking about it. And I enjoy off-grid knives and who I assume OEM'd these, Kunwu knives. So very cool. We'll be back for, believe it or not, 20 additional minutes of talking about this knife in the full-length and comprehensive review down the road. You will see no edits if I ended up being correct about Kunwu being the OEM. If I was wrong, this video will be edited probably near the beginning. Anyways, that's going to be it, guys. Please make sure to follow. What happened to my card? There it is. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.